Hi everyone. So this week I'm going to be talking about arguably the four biggest blogging platforms at the moment. The first one I'm going to look at is Blogger. I haven't used Blogger before, but the dashboard seems pretty basic. Although it's pretty basic, it seems pretty easy to navigate. It's quite easy to post a new post, look at previous posts, and also you can view blog here. So this is my blog so far. Just put the header in. I put an RSS feed from my website with the recent blog posts there. And you also have the ability to link your Google Plus account so that people can plus one your posts. Do bear with me, the internet's playing up a bit today. So up here you have your settings, your account settings, and the Google, and your link to your Google Plus profile. And then, yeah, I think the dashboard's pretty easy to use, but I'm not sure if I like the feel of it, as it seems pretty basic, and there's not much you can do with it other than posting your blog posts, and that's about it. Then I looked at Tumblr, which is a platform I haven't used before. However, I really liked it. I think it's got more of an informal feel about it. It's very easy to use. This is the dashboard here. So you can add text, photos, quotes, links, videos, anything you want. And here's a few posts that I've already done. They're very easy, just literally upload it from your photos, files, or anywhere on your computer. You've got the settings option here, which you can change the URL of your blog, your photo for your profile, etc. You can also link it with Twitter so that it tweets every time you post something new. Again, I quite liked Tumblr, but I thought it was much more informal. People's blogs on here seem to be a lot of creative people, like photographers and people like that. And after posting on my Facebook status asking who had Tumblr, people seem to generally use it as an informal sort of photo blog for holidays, travel, food, and things like that. The next one is Posterous that I looked at. Posterous I've been using, we used last term for social media as cultures. I don't really use it other than that, to be honest. I do quite like the closed spaces. For example, this is the homepage you get, the dashboard, as it were, when you log in. This reader is a feed from the spaces that you're involved in. So you've got some MA social media stuff in there from our group last term. Again, navigation is quite easy. On the left-hand side, you've got profile, your spaces, find friends. And then if you go to spaces at the top right, and spaces you follow, here's spaces that you follow. They're all listed here. And if you have a look, this is the MA social media, that's cultures blog from last term. And I think this is quite cool the way it's laid out. It's quite simple, minimalistic. However, if you don't actually sign the blog yourself, it doesn't actually say who the author is, which I found quite annoying last term when we were looking at blog posts on here. Okay, so now on to the fourth blogging platform, WordPress, which is probably my favourite, as I've been using it quite a lot over the last few months, teaching myself different aspects of it. So this is the dashboard. Although it's a lot more confusing, once you get used to it, it's really not, and you have the ability to pretty much do anything to your blog / site. So on the left-hand side, you've got posts. You can look at all your posts. You've got pages, so you can edit pages. So if you go on here, I'm using this as my actual website. Oh, bear with me. Okay, that obviously doesn't want to work. Right, there you go. Sorry, I did say the internet's having a bit of a nightmare. So I've got a home page on here, about me, freelance services, all different services here. And then you have the opportunity to edit any of those pages. Um, Other than that, I think the major thing that WordPress has over many other platforms are the ability to add plugins, and you can literally get plugins for anything. So on here, if you have a look at my active plugins, so you've got Easy Social, which displays my social media buttons. I've got my Twitter Cloud, which is a Twitter widget for my front homepage. And as I say, you can get them for pretty much anything. I've got a no page comment because I couldn't remove the comment box from some of the pages. Just downloaded that. You literally activate them, and you may have to go to the source's websites to have a look at some instructions on how to activate them or certain settings that you need. Again, then you've got settings at the bottom of the page, of the dashboard, which goes into your plugins and other things such as general, so taglines and such forth. And then if you go to for plugins such as Easy Social Settings, this is just as simple as easily adding your URLs for those platforms. So if you go to the top, you can visit site, and this is my site. So here's the Easy Social Setting buttons along the side here, which I believe should all work. So let's try one. There you go, that's to my LinkedIn account. There you go. And on the left hand side we have recent blogs and Twitter Cloud here, which I used because I thought it was quite different to anything else I'd seen. With blogs here, one issue I am having is actually getting the articles in full on the blogging as a list on the blogging page, but I am going to have a look at that in the next couple of days and sort that out. I'm sure Google will have the answers. Okay, so an overview of them. I think that Tumblr is much less informal, probably more for hobbies and things, photographers. It's a good way of keeping sort of a live log of, I suppose, any element of your life, such as sports or travel, food, and things like that. And I think I will keep and continue to use Tumblr more than anything, just as a place to post my photos and little thoughts that I perhaps wouldn't post through more professional networks that I use, such as Twitter or on my website, on my WordPress. I liked how basic and simple Blogger was, but I didn't really see it offered much more than that. I mean, WordPress is so much more than just a blogging platform. And Posterous, again, not a massive fan. I'll continue to use it if we use it through the course. But I don't like how closed it is. I mean, for more personal or private blogs, I think that would be ideal. Okay, so finish off, I just found an interesting article on Yahoo Tech from Mashable, which was 10 social media tips for bloggers, which I thought I'd run through as well. So, in brief, obviously the first one is displaying your social media icons prominently and towards the top of the website, which goes back to what we looked at in class actually, with looking at where web users actually look on a page. So they recommend at the top of the page somewhere. They said every blog should have its own Facebook page. I don't, but I'm going to have a look at setting that up. Obviously, the changes that Facebook are constantly making to pages means things are continually changing. They also recommend using StumbleUpon, which is again is a platform I'm not familiar with, but I will have a look at. Obviously, your RSS feed to your LinkedIn profile, which is something on my WordPress that I already have with the easy social settings buttons. Pinterest, which is, I believe, what Chelsea did a review on last week. Use shortened URLs, even if they don't have to be, just so they're more easily trackable. And use your blog name as your username whenever possible. Sort of promoting the idea of promoting your personal brand by consistently using the blog's name. Join blogger groups on Facebook. I suppose this would also apply to blogging forums and such like. Be generous with other bloggers. So something that Caroline said about always including links and enriching the content. Because they know they can do the same for you. And be on social media, even if it's not driving traffic. So I know when I have posted a new blog, I always publish it on social media. So that's it. Thanks, guys. I'll see you this week.